North America. With its diverse habitats come equally diverse wildlife, from the mighty buffalo of the eastern plains to the cunning alligator of the southern states. The majority of species native to North America are well documented. Many have found an important, sometimes revered, place in the lore and daily life of the peoples who have inhabited this continent. However, there are many species that we know little about, and a few that we have just discovered. Southwestern Michigan. Having no canonical scientific name, the subject of this program is known as the American paw, or simply the paw. Paw is a local Native American word meaning slow beast. There is evidence that the Native Americans who once populated this area had frequent encounters with the paw, but sightings have become increasingly rare. This program is an attempt to provide documentation of the paw's existence before it fades into legend.
This is the only way we'd have shot at this. We as humans, we are everywhere. We populate everywhere. All the wilderness is going to be gone. Tourism, businesses, factories, soon it will be all around us. This is the only time we will be able to see the paw in the wild before we kill him, before we capture him, before I capture him.
Pascal Lebeau. This master tracker and paw enthusiast recruited expert trackers and wildlife filmmakers to accompany him on what would be a true adventure into the wild unknown. The program you are watching is the result of Pascal and his crew's first expedition into the wilderness. It is almost 2 anxious months before Pascal and his crew find their first evidence of the paw. According to local lore, the paw is almost impossible to track, as this animal covers its tracks by returning to its droppings and eating them.
The paw, he crazy. He come back 4 or 5 hours after he leave a feces, and he eats it. Now, why he do this? I think it's to cover his tracks. So that means the paw, he very smart. No other animal do this.
Pascal, a believer in this theory, puts it to the test by setting up multiple cameras about 50 yards from the suspected paw droppings.
I remember I was late. We were sleeping. It was after midnight. And Rick, the cameraman, he nudges me. He say, "Pascal, wake up." And we heard a grunt coming from over by the pile of feces. A low grunt, not like any animal we know. And I remember feeling excitement and a little afraid. And I said to Rick, "Mon ami, this is it. This is it."
This night vision footage is the first recorded visual evidence of a paw, and it solves one of this animal's many mysteries. Eating its own feces, as strange as it may sound, is critical to the paw's survival. This video also reveals that the team is dealing with a male paw, which makes remaining undetected important, for a male paw is rumored to be much more aggressive than the female.
This is where the paw, he bed down. This is where he sleep for maybe 2 or 3 hours. But he's always on the go. And the thing about the paw is, he destroy all evidence he been here. He eat his own feces, so not to leave any mark for us to find. He know we on his trail. The paw, he very smart. But we will find him. Oh, another thing, he is a male. I seen with my own 2 eyes. He is a male. Let's go.
Dawn. The perfect time to catch the paw grazing on the forest floor. filling up on leaves and dead branches puts the theory to rest that the paw is a strict carnivore. The team frequently observed the paw also eating grubs and other small insects from the ground. The team was surprised to observe this animal become aggressive, at times with no apparent provocation. One can only speculate that the paw must have felt rather threatened by the tree. Hours later, the team finds the paw in a more private moment. The team has witnessed this behavior for over a week now. Believing that the paw will return to this spot later that night, the team sets up camp. But this night was different. The carefully tracked target never came back. It is now late summer, and fall is just around the corner. This amazing footage shows the paw eating the remains of a small mammal he found dead. This was completely new behavior for the paw. At first, Pascal and his team thought the paw was stocking up on protein to prepare for hibernation. Then came new evidence that put the hibernation theory to rest.
Today we see some paw behavior that is new to us. The paw is clearly getting ready for the mating season. As you can see, the paw is a magnificent beast. Très bon.
It's fall now. With the temperature dropping and their food supply nearly depleted, the team has no choice but to leave the forest and the paw behind.
In a couple of weeks, we hope to get back on the paw trail and catch up with him and his mate, if he has a mate, when they are involved in their courtship. This would prove very interesting to the scientific community, and I personally would like to see it. After that, we tag the paw, and we'll be able to follow him more easily. And someday, maybe when the paw is old, we kill him and open him up and see what is inside. That is my hope.
On their last scheduled day of tracking, Pascal and his crew find the paw feeding in a ravine. Pascal attempts to tag the beast. This final footage is shown uncut.
Oh, wait. It is too bad what happened to the cameraman, but it is part of this business. Everyone understand. You go out to take pictures of wild animals and you get too close, sometimes you get hurt. But we will go back out as planned in 2 weeks. We cannot stop now, not now, no. We are very close. The puzzle pieces are coming together, and soon they will form the picture of the paw. And I, Pascal Lebeau, will be the one to put the final piece in the puzzle.